Hello everyone on Facebook, and those of you who also join me on TikTok. I am Evie Fleming, and every Sunday I come on and I do like a little 2 p.m. live. I've been doing it on Facebook for 5 years, right? My viewership is growing, but one thing I do know, even if people don't comment, they see me out in public at events and they'll say to me, "Oh, I love your 2 o'clocks. I love when you do it." So what I do is I come on here and I read something or give you something to reflect on, so that we sit for a moment, set an intention, and then we go into our week. The whole point around it is that to just gain awareness, right? Gain awareness of what you're doing, take a look back and reflect, because a lot of times we move through life and we're not taking time to examine how we moved in the week, taking time to actually look at what we're doing. And so sometimes those things are the very things that keep us from, I guess, not repeating the same things, because we don't take time to like examine stuff. So it's 2 p.m. and it's time for our mindset moment. This morning I did my yoga class at 11, like I always do. And today we did a sequence that was opening up their meridians, meaning I was working their energy and calling their attention to each one of the organ systems that were associated with the meridians and the points that we were working. Afterwards, my students said it was a great stretch, and it also, they love Sundays because Sunday is a time to just relax and get back in your body. When I was going over the sequences and stuff, I was talking about, like, just for instance, we did a pose. If you put yourself in a butterfly pose where you have the soles of your feet together and you kind of let your legs out, you can have pillows under, that pose is opening up your kidney meridian. Your kidney, the meridian, I believe, it comes through the arch of the foot up through the insides of the legs. So we were already trying to open up our energy, because as it starts to get cooler and colder, what do we want to do? We want to hibernate, right? We want to come in close. And my thought process this morning for yoga was to tell them to open up more, to open their system more. See that thing of bringing the soles of the feet together, legs opening? It's more of an expansion, more of a way to expand yourself. Hi, Sally. How are you? I see you there. Look, I'm trying to do live on TikTok as well at 2 p.m. and see what you guys think about my messages. So I've come to a nice place. I always am encouraging everyone to get outside, right? So I love to be outside in the green. Oh, look at that. Getting some ions. And so I picked a nice little place up high to have my 2 o'clock moment today. Within my class too, I always read something to them. And so my readings that I've been picking for them is a book called Meditations from the Mat. It's a daily reflection, and you can pick a day and then read it. And so as they're doing their poses, I'm reading this to them and letting them reflect on it, because I am a firm believer too in my yoga. What you learn and the way you learn to sit and gather yourself and really focus more inward is a practice that you can take beyond the mat. You can take that sense of self, that sense of, ooh, look at that, that sense of awareness, and take it into your day. So I want to read to you what I read to them today. And if you happen to have this book or see this book and you want to pick it up and read the one that I read to them, then you can. This one is from day 92. So get a comfortable seat, put your feet on the floor, sit back and relax. And let me just read to you for a moment and see if this resonates with you, or this sinks in, or set something for your day, your week as you go. The first little verse above it says, each body is a universe, as good a universe as you can conceive. In the West, we have cultivated the intelligence of the mind with a passion and a genius that have enabled us to accomplish amazing feats. Millions of individuals earn their livings manipulating phenomena that cannot be perceived by their senses. That this is not enough seems unreasonable and suspect. The cultivation of even more wisdom, more intelligence, seems both fantastic and self-indulgent. Nevertheless, millions of us find ourselves compelled to explore yet another brave new world. And what is that brave new world? Our bodies. The intelligence that is embedded in the cells of a tree and that infuses it with the will to grow tall and strong also resides in ourselves as well. In yoga, we access this intelligence through the poses and through our breath work, through our breathing. The postures in the breath form a bridge between the wisdom of the mind and the wisdom of the body. A divine spark is kindled, and the resulting fire is our spiritual transformation. An aspect of the practice is humility. We must be humble. In practical terms, that means I take the time to listen to others who have been where I want to go, right? We listen to other people and their stories because if that's where we want to go, if we don't listen and learn, we might repeat those same crazy mistakes and not actually move any further, right? So it says you do this through reading, meditation, right? And living with your eyes and your ears open. Off the mat, you can discover wisdom. And on the mat, you stay in the presence of the miracle of creation, right? That miracle of creation is you. You stand in that place when you stand on your mat and ground yourself. As you move from a downward dog to maybe like a child's pose or to a tree pose or a fish pose, you experience that evolution, that movement of the body, right? The wisdom of the tree, the fish, and the child within, and that little dog inform you, and you gain a greater understanding. You can swim like a fish, sleep like a child, or abide like a tree, and smile with the joy, just like a little dog, right, wagging its tail. An entire universe resonates within me. And my breath and my breathing helps me to embrace the universe. Right? Very simple. I always love that, right? Right? So this is Meditations from the Mat. And this is my offering to you. Like, the one big thing I say in here that I feel like was the big takeaway is that I take the time to listen to others who have been where I want to go. Right? Yes. Someone says, go inside, your Wi-Fi outside is bad. No, the reason probably why my Wi-Fi is bad is I am in a little mountainous area. And even if I go inside, it's not going to get any better. And the wind is blowing, right? And there's a little bit of breeze here. So this is what I got. This is what I got. So take some time today to sit quiet. To just take a moment to get outside. There's a lot of crazy things happening, things moving around. Maybe they're not crazy, maybe they're good things for you. But what you want to do is take a moment to actually sit and be with yourself. To sit and gather your thoughts, because we get so wrapped up in everything. And if I'm trying to move towards something, maybe I do some research, some studying, and try to learn from others who have come before me. And then I sit and meditate on what is my next move. What's the best next move for me? So, yeah, it's good. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. For those of you on Facebook, thank you. I see you there, April and Sharon and Sally. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys on Facebook next Sunday at 2 p.m.